Senate Energy staffer and former Interior OIA Director Al Stamen agrees it makes sense for the islands to take a measured approach to big spending initiatives right now.
Generally, I'd agree. Everyone knows that there's going to be significant reductions in federal spending, but there's quite a bit of uncertainty about where those cuts are going to come, and that should become more apparent between now and the end of the year.
Adding to Guam's dilemma over whether to proceed with a $340 million tax refund bond issue Governor Calvo is proposing and Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz says hold off on, is whether a new congressional supercommittee succeeds. There's an increasing consensus here based on the divergence of views on the panel. It won't.
My understanding is the automatic cuts, that is, if Congress does not act on the recommendations of the supercommittee, the cuts will be more heavily on the defense side.
Without consensus or congressional action, half the cuts will have to come from defense, half from domestic spending. The Senate Armed Services Committee has already agreed to freeze the military buildup and defund buildup projects in Guam, totaling $156 million, while the House has backed buildup spending. And influential Senate conservative Tom Coburn wants to eliminate all funding for the buildup, now pegged at as much as $23 billion. Stamen.
We've never had this supercommittee before, but you can quickly imagine how it's going to work, which is every interest group and lobbyist and senator is going to be sending them letters with recommendations on what to do and what not to do.
But should the panel duplicate the political fiasco that yielded the debt ceiling measure that created the panel, then Guam could be left in the lurch if it proceeds, unable to pay off a bond issue dependent on build-up revenues. Money dependent on a political process it has no control over. On Capitol Hill, Matt Kay for PNC News.